Welcome back, fans and friends, to the Whore Next Door, and to my new friends, thank you for joining me. I'm your host, Molly Stewart, and I'm here to practice my social skills and dive into the minds of the talented and creative people I am lucky enough to talk to. If you haven't already, please give the show some love. Leave a comment, download an episode, or share with a friend. Word of mouth helps this little podcast grow. You can follow me on YouTube for full video episodes at youtube.com/Molly Stewart Chats. Just hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. You can also follow the podcast's Instagram and Twitter at TWND Podcast. For questions, comments, music, art, and other submissions, email twndpodcast@gmail.com. Thank you for listening. Now let's get into the show.
I get bronchitis.
Oh, lovely. Let's not do that.
That's why I just don't.
Yeah, because you were saying getting sick all the time. Can you hear yourself well?
Let's see. I can. Damn it.
Yeah, I can hear you a lot better. That sounds good. You have a nice voice.
Oh, thank you for saying that.
No, I think that we all kind of hate our own voice because I always hate hearing it back. I hate hearing it back in the headphones right now. Mm-hmm. Not in the microphone, into the microphone, into the headphones.
No, I do too. That's why I was letting you talk. Because, see, you sound much better to me.
I had this one episode with Jada Kai, and man, I panicked during that whole episode for some reason. I just kind of was having a panic attack inside.
Yeah.
Don't know why, still don't know. And she kept telling me how wonderful my voice sounded through here, and I'm just like, you're being nice to me right now. Stop. Tell me how horrible my voice is, please.
I will actually relax if you insult me right now.
Don't lie to me. I know she wasn't lying, but that's my brain.
No, I think we have similar anxiety issues.
I think that...
Similar.
Yeah. It's probably this kind of coming from, I don't know, where does it come from? Does it come from, I feel like I had a lot of that, with camming.
Yeah. I feel the opposite. I feel like camming helped me a lot. But I think all my anxiety comes from growing up and just going through school and stuff like that. But then when I started camming, I was like, oh, people like me? That's weird. Yeah. What's wrong with you?
I think with camming, it's kind of, it was interesting because it was like a dual-edged sword. So on the one hand, it's me having no self-esteem whatsoever. It's you're being built up by all these guys, and you're like, oh, am I pretty? But then you also have the other side with all the drama that comes with with all of that spectrum. And then you also have in your head oh, am I making this up in my head? Did these people want something from me? And so it kind of goes back and forth. Are they actually being nice, or are they being fake? And then even sometimes it's with the fan base, it's how good are you versus what they say versus because they want to you.
They constantly this is the place where the fans are saying I want to marry you, and it's we haven't even spoken.
We've never spoken, and you want to commit to me for the rest of your fucking life? No, that is insane.
Yeah,
that is insane.
I agree with you on the drama aspect, because I feel when you first start camming, everything's golden, and you're oh my god, this is a family.
Yeah, it's because it's all new and shiny, and you're just these people get me, even though you don't even understand yourself or where you sit within all of that. And then it's no, they don't understand you. They're just
being nice.
Yes,
to your face.
Yeah. And it's not everyone.
It's not everyone. There's definitely super nice people. I'm glad that I met you, and there's some other people that I'm really glad that I met. Mm-hmm. But I will say that it's it's not going through middle school again, because my middle school was kind of non-dramatic overall, but it's going through middle school in a movie where you have these friends and stuff, and you're really close, and then there's backstabbing and drama and competition nowhere else in my life ever.
No. Yeah.
And then I hopped from camming to porn, which is a different kind of...
It's so different.
I thought it would be more similar.
No.
But it's not.
It's not at all.
No.
That was one of the weird things that I found, was that going from camming into doing I don't know, professional. I can't say professional because we were still professional, but mainstream porn was totally different because I thought it was going to be that same mentality of nobody else can have the fans that I have. And then you get in there, you're oh, they all think that's fucking stupid because they
Yeah.
do the thing, they make the stuff,
The
and people
cross-promotion
consume it.
and
Yeah. And they're like, oh, let's all promote each other because we're both in this, scene together, whatever, instead of like.
And at the same time, I feel like a lot of porn performers don't enjoy interacting with the fans as much, whereas
That's true.
I really do. And so I'll talk to someone, I'll be like, well, why don't you cam? And they're like, I don't want to talk to people. Well, I don't want to do that at all. I want to show up and do the thing.
I want to be the porn actor.
Yeah. And then just leave. Whereas I've always approached camming with what you see is what you get.
Yeah,
I don't
here I
have
am.
a character.
It's just me. I think we're similar in that way a lot, which is why we kind of just vibe so well. And I am very happy that I met you. Even though, so for those of you who don't know, we haven't seen each other since July of 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a 4th of July party. I came to that.
Yeah.
And then
that's about it. And
everything just kind of.
You're busy. I'm busy. I get sick a lot, and I don't want to get you sick. And then there's this interesting, I kind of like it though that we can just pick up where we left off.
I do too.
I feel like a lot of people that do camming and porn understand that just because I'm not seeing you every day doesn't mean I don't care about you.
Yeah, for sure.
know?
And it's not like there's any of this weird blood between us because we're both those people that kind of sit on the sidelines and we're like, why is this happening? Why are people doing this? And so it's not like, we didn't see each other on purpose. We're just and now will you come on my podcast?
I've never felt like I'm competing with anybody really. And I definitely don't feel like I'm competing with you. Honestly, and I will be super honest here, and I'm not trying to blow smoke up your ass, though I did say you can blow smoke at me. When we first started hanging out, I was like, why does she want to hang out with me though? What is I don't offer anything to her. There's that kind of feeling that I do think I developed through camming and and everything.
Do you know how many people have told me that?
Because you like you were saying before, when people look at you, you have your shit together and all that stuff. And I know what it feels like to be told that because I get told that and I don't know why.
Honestly, who has their shit together?
No one.
No one has it figured out. I keep having to my boyfriend even keeps reminding me of that because I'm panicking over nothing constantly. It's everyone feels like that.
Yeah.
I'm really? It's
We're
not
all
just
phony
me.
fakers.
Yes, we are. Oh my God. It's, I don't know, but it's fun to be able to have those people that's kind of well, now we can sit down and have this conversation about what have you been up to for a year?
Holy God.
Over a year.
So many things.
I want to hear stuff.
I got COVID.
And how was that? I did too.
Oh, shit. Mine was really horrible. How was yours?
Really horrible.
Oh, no, you didn't really have anything, did you?
No, I was very tired.
I definitely don't want to stab you right now. No, I'm glad you didn't go through what I went through.
I'm glad I didn't either because I've heard stories from other people. But for me, I was super, super tired for a week, and I didn't have respiratory. I had a bit of a fever early on, but that was, I slept a lot.
Rough.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
It felt like a crazy, extended hangover. It was super.
Did you lose any, no? Okay.
Nah, the man did. But no, not me.
Oh, you both got it? Mm-hmm. Oh, God. Well, at least you had a buddy.
Yeah. COVID buddy.
I had a COVID buddy, too, but he got it, 2 weeks after I got it, so I was kind of figuring out what it was like, and it was just hitting him. But I was driving back from LA when I started feeling symptoms. Oof. And I had a rapid test that morning that was negative. Yeah. So those suck.
Yeah. Well, it also can not pick it up necessarily right away anyway.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So it started with intense, horrible pain in my legs, the
Really?
bones in my legs. It was I could feel exactly where my bones were. And
almost like a shin splint kind of thing?
I've never had that, but that's what people keep asking, and so I feel like probably.
Yeah.
But it was I could feel every single bone in my leg, and they were all in pain, and then every now and then someone would take an ice pick and just jam it in there.
Oh, that sounds relaxing.
Yeah, it's great when you're trying to drive and you need your legs for that. So I had to keep pulling over. And then I was crying from that.
Yeah,
and so I was like, oh, that's why I'm covered in snot. And then I got home and I was like, that's not why I'm covered in snot.
I'm still covered in snot. I'm not crying anymore.
And I would say there were about 4 days. There was a 4-day stretch. It was right at my birthday, too. So it was a 4-day stretch
Happy
where I was
birthday.
like, yeah, happy birthday to you. I was like, I should go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't breathe. Like, it was weird. Like, I was just laying in my bed, and I couldn't, it was like,
Fuck.
and if I did more than then I would start coughing. So, and it hurt really, probably the worst throat pain I've ever had.
Oh my God.
And it lasted for about 2 months.
That's awful.
Yeah, and I was really concerned because I like singing and talking and everything.
Yeah.
And for a couple, like for that whole time and then like a month after that, I had no lung capacity.
Oh
I would try to
God.
go up and down my stairs and I'd have to just sit down after a couple steps.
Oh my God.
But I'm okay now.
Well, you
so-
made it out and you're stronger for it.
Sure. It definitely scared the shit out of me. So
Yeah.
that was fun.
Oh my God. I can't even imagine. Yeah, I got off, I mean, lucky with it. I don't know. Maybe
I'm glad. I'm super glad.
Yeah. I don't know. But it
So-
came right around the time that I quit drinking last year too. So I was like, it's a sign. Meant to be. Let's continue this.
Or was it a sign that was that God punishing you for stopping drinking?
I don't think so, because I don't know. It didn't really feel like a punishment, if I'm honest. I feel really bad hearing about yours now, because I'm just like,
Oh, you're right.
I was super
you're
tired. Like, I never sleep, and so I was able to sleep. It was nice.
That is nice. Thanks, COVID. No, I'm
Oh
really
my God.
glad, honestly, because I wouldn't wish that on anybody.
Yeah. At least some, like, really fun memes have come out of COVID, which I think everybody really needed, you know?
I do love the memes.
Me too. It's mostly what I do is memes. I curate them.
You meme a lot.
I do.
Yeah.
I like to post them to my story, even though they're not mine. I like to share them with everyone. I'm just like, have some laughter, because I think we all fucking need more of it.
Speaking of laughter, I really want you to make a shirt with that quote. I don't know if you saw my quote retweet, but I really want you to make a shirt with that thing you said about how you'd rather lick new people's buttholes than touch raw chicken with your hands, because that's me. I hate that.
It is disgusting. I could rant
horrible.
about chicken for an hour, I'm sure, if I was given the opportunity. I won't subject you guys to that. But it's disgusting, and it feels like alien meat. It doesn't feel like real meat. I ranted about
slimy.
chicken in that episode of Cooking with No Pants with Molly. Probably a good 30 minutes I ranted about chicken.
It's not okay for anything I eat to be that slimy.
Yeah. I'm going to put that on the ground. Yeah, I don't know. And it has like that goo that it just sits in, and it's like, where does it come from? It doesn't even look like blood.
I don't want to know.
I don't like it.
I don't ever.
It's like that pink slime stuff from the McChickens.
Yeah.
That's just what chicken is.
Yeah.
That's just what chicken is. It's like, I'll eat it if it's prepared. I know it's apparently like good for you or whatever. But don't you find it weird that like consuming bird meat, right? You could almost eat a steak raw.
But bird meat.
But
if
bird
you don't
meat-
cook it right,
Oh yeah.
you could
It'll
die.
fucking kill you. And turkey like puts you to sleep and shit. I don't trust it. Okay, I'm gonna stop ranting
Birds
about
are
this.
sus. Basically, birds are
Birds
sus.
are sus. I don't think they're real. I don't like them.
I'm looking out the windows to see if there's any birds.
There are some motherfucking birds that live up. All right, so you guys can't see this, but I have a little retaining wall with all these bushes.
And they live in the
And
bushes.
they are building nests in these bushes. And I swear to God, I just go out there sometimes with my little broom and I just whack the bushes. Because, sorry, PETA, they're not animals. They're avian.
Tiny, they're tiny
avian.
little raptors with wings, and it's not okay.
Yeah, they are. They're
They
rats
should
with
have gone
wings. They're disgusting.
They should have gone extinct with the dinosaurs.
Yeah, like
Just-
what happened? God. Would you... I don't know. I'm sorry if anyone who watches this is religious, but it's called The Whore Next Door, so
Well,
I think we're safe.
Well, I mean, we've been pretending he exists this whole time, so I mean, they shouldn't be angry yet, except
What-
now
what do
that
you
I
mean?
said that.
What
I
do
mean,
you
Sky
mean?
Daddy is real.
What do you mean pretending?
I mean, Sky Daddy's real. Don't worry.
Sky Daddy. The Sky Daddy.
Sky Daddy, help me. I got a stain on my skirt. I feel like that's something I should talk to you about.
Oh my God. Were you raised religious?
Yes and no. My parents got divorced when I was 14, and before that, they were not religious. But after that, they were both crazy religious.
Really?
He decided to be Pentecostal, but he's a terrible person, so that makes sense. And then,
lovely.
Yeah, but then my mom is Southern Baptist, which is extra fun. So
what does that entail? Is that the one with snakes?
No, that's the Pentecostal one.
Damn.
Yeah. But the Southern Baptist is like just mean people, I think.
Oh.
But
so it's just like mean people who are like, we're all mean, praise the Lord.
Yeah. And I sang in the choir. That was fun, I guess. But then the Pentecostal ones are like, you're not allowed to wear pants, and we're gonna handle some poisonous snakes, and you can't wear makeup, you whore, and also you can't cut your hair. You have to just pile it in a thing on top of your head. And what else? And
good Lord, that sounds like
a lot of. Oh, the best thing about heaven for at least the church I went to, they would talk about it. The best thing about heaven is that you get to look down on the people suffering in hell and know that they're getting what they deserve. So that's the best part.
So it's like the subsect of like superiority complex religion.
Super vindictive, mean. Yeah.
Cool. So it's like that whole I'm better than you. Didn't they read the Bible?
I don't know.
Because in the Bible,
they don't
it's
let
like
the girls go to Sunday school, so I wasn't allowed to learn
because
anything.
women can't learn. Mm-mm. That's right. That's true. Man, women are so fucking dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, these stupid whores. Like, just talking instead of showing us her tits. Like, Jesus, women are fucking stupid.
Well, you can only show your tits to that guy that is in control of you. So, like, there's also that. So I can't show my tits to everyone. So I'm already out.
Oh, well, that's fine. And
I got in trouble for going to college. Like, it was just like it was a lot.
It's fucking insane.
Hooray.
My parents were part of like the Burger King religion, like, you know, have it your way.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so it's like Christian Reformed. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It's slightly more like flamboyant than Protestant Reformed or whatever. But it's like they still do the whole, like, they ostracize this woman from the church because she got a divorce from a spouse who was beating her and her kid. And she wasn't allowed. She was excommunicated. And I'm like, this isn't the Catholic Church. Like, you're not the... What are you?
They just
you're
take little things.
I'm going to pick... Ooh, that's what I'm saying.
Grocery shopping when
Have
you're
it your
hungry.
way. It's like, oh, divorce is bad. Lettuce. Only the man can be an infidelis. An infidelis to his wife?
Sure.
Infidelity. Only a man can perform infidelity. We'll take that tomato. And it's like they just keep going, and it's like
grocery shopping when you're hungry. You're just grabbing everything.
Yes, and they always say don't do that, but that's what they did. Not looking at it too close. Yeah, they're like,
oh, that seems like it'd be fun. Let's not examine that further.
Yeah, don't look at, like, you know, the big house that the pastor has or the nice cars that they drive or any of that stuff. And it was funny because so my brother doesn't go there anymore, but they're still sending out newsletters to people who used to be a part of it. And I was helping him sort through all of his junk mail. Came across that. And it was the same church asking for money and how they were in desperate need of money because of COVID and because young people weren't coming to church anymore and blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, you're like, oh, Jesus isn't paying me enough to teach about him. Fake daddy in the sky. Freaking
Daddy doesn't give me my allowance, so you have to.
Give us more money because we are engaging enough to keep people coming back. Like, so pay us. Like, what? Because it's a tax write-off. Or not taxable. Or whatever.
It's all a Joel Osteen kind of shit. Where it's like, oh...
It's just crazy to me. It's like, I don't know. It's one thing, like, if you have your beliefs, that's great. But it's like, I don't know, the way that I grew up with it, and it's still like that with my mom's side of the family. Oh. Just so judgmental and so superior, like, and they're all pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Like,
isn't that funny how that is?
If you guys are stalking me, which you probably are, talking to you.
Same.
Because I don't have the tolerance for people like that, because it's this religion also that teaches, like, to love everyone and to be so inclusive and only God can judge. But
I heard all about it because my ex went to Bible college, and so anytime anything would come up, he'd be like, I don't even believe in this fuck shit anymore, but you're wrong. You're just wrong.
Yep.
So I heard all about it anytime any of that would come up. Just like, I know.
Yeah. Fuck. It's just so annoying. Like, I just don't understand that level of, like, I'm so much better.
Yeah.
Look at me. Look how great I'm. Like, ugh.
Maybe it's because I was never the favorite child that I don't. See? That's why we don't get it.
Were you the oldest or the youngest?
I was the youngest.
You were the youngest.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I was the oldest.
But the oldest is a boy. Boys are always the favorite in that whole thing.
Boys are always the favorite. And that's okay. I love my brother. I understand.
I do
My
too.
brother is doing very well. And then there's me.
My brother
I'm the
is
disappointment.
My brother is married and living in Hawaii and in the Coast Guard. And knew the girl from like first grade.
Beautiful.
And so exactly what you're supposed to do.
It's like a Hallmark movie.
And I went to the wedding with blue hair. And
I remember when you had the blue hair, girl.
And they got mad and they were like, if you don't go to the store and get some hair dye right now, you can't come to the wedding. And I was like, okay, can I go home? Like, and my grandma was like, you're not fucking missing the wedding. No one. She was the one rational person because she passed away, but she was always, she actually knew what I did and was very proud of me and like kept the secret and like was like, don't have a preacher at my funeral. Yeah. Unless you really have to have one, but 5-minute time limit. Like, kind of a person. So she was like, just wear your blue hair. It's fine. What are they going to do? Yeah. My grandpa was like that. Yeah. Yeah. But it's like, it's not like I, like have a bad relationship with my immediate family. No. I love my immediate family, but it's like everyone else surrounding that. I'm just like, I'm only proxy related to you. I'm not obligated to you at all any way. I've never understood familial like responsibility where it's like, oh, you have to be nice to them because they're blood related to you. I don't get that. I've never understood that. I've disowned a few different family members because it's just like, oh, well, no, I don't get that. Yeah. I
went through long periods of not talking to my family during my last relationship, Mm-hmm. So it was like one of those things that it was weird to have to like re-navigate figuring out how to do that because I didn't do it for so many years. And now it's like, it's good, like especially with my dad and brother. My mom forgets, but it's fine. But like, it's not like anything is bad and they know what I do. And they're not like, oh, tell me all about it. They're just like, yeah, if you're happy and healthy and fine, good for you.
I get that. Because, like, my grandma knew, my brother knows. He found out first. He called me crying. And he was like, are you okay? Are you on drugs? And I was like, well, no. But
not right now.
And, but then I ruined date night for my cousin. Because he and his fiance were on the hub and came across me and he said that he called me right after. And,
right after they finished?
No. Before, permission. But
gotta have consent.
Consent is key, okay. When no, but he calls me in the middle of the night and I'm like, hey, what's up? Were you okay? He's like, I just wanted you to know that you ruined date night. I was like, what are you talking about? And he's like, he just long paused me. And I was like, oh, I ruined date night. And he's like, yeah, but I don't want to say we'll say Sarah. Sarah just wanted me to tell you, you look great. And I was like, oh, so you really saw me. And he's like, we didn't realize it was you at first. You dyed your hair. And
first of all, she didn't even look like you, okay?
And
it was from behind. I don't know.
You didn't have your glasses on. No. But he was like, I just wanted to call to tell you that now I know why you're always busy and you ruined date night. And also you look great and we support you completely. And apparently your ranking's really high. And I was like, oh, thank you. And then he told his brother and his brother told his wife. And so then I went back for their parents, like vow renewal. Yeah. And so now their mother knows and they know and their wives know. So we did the redneck hot tub thing in the back of a truck with a tarp where you fill it up with water and let it sit in the sun. And we're all just sitting in there and they're like, so you're like famous. And I was like, shut the fuck up.
Like, we're not talking about this right now.
We're not. But now they're just like checking on me all the time because they're like, well, we know it's a really stressful job, so if you need to talk, and I'm like, I don't want to talk to you about it. I love you, but no.
Yeah.
But they're very supportive. They're also a very theater family, so they like that I'm doing something with acting, and
we were good at it.
thank you.
I like that scene that we did for Twisties a lot. It was super fun to shoot, and it came out so well.
It looks so good. That cover, oh my god! Because somebody
I was reminded
the
of that the other day, and I was thinking about it. I was like, damn, I've watched that intro actually like a lot of times because I think it's really cool.
It's so good. It's so. If you haven't seen it, you need to see it. It's so good. Thank you, Twisties.
Yeah, like
we've done. Let's go again.
We have to.
And
do
the vampire.
More.
The vampire was really good too.
Yeah, there was so much good stuff, and we should shoot more. I got into a habit of so for like the first part of this year, it's like my house sold. Then I had to find a new place to move. I was renting it from the other house, the people who bought it or whatever. Like, it was this crazy mess.
It's messy when you do all the real estate stuff. I get it.
Yeah, and then the boyfriend had to go back home, so we were separated for like 10 months. And I had quit drinking at the end of last year. And so I just like reclused into this new home and just started like work.
Is that when all the decorating happened?
Oh, yes.
Holy fuck. I need you to help me figure out how to... My house is not decorated.
I love decorating
It's a shell that I live in. It's like an eggshell. It's like a tan eggshell that I live in.
I can make that eggshell an Easter egg. I got you. Well, maybe not Easter because it's not like all year round. But I was trying to do a thing with wordplay, but I'm fucking stoned.
Easter works, and that edible is kicking in. So I think we're in a good place now.
Sick.
And I brought I should have brought it over here, but I brought edibles that are like mango flavored, but with the Mexican seasoning on it. So it's so sour. You should try one, even if it doesn't work. Can I grab it?
Yes.
Okay. May I have permission to leave the table?
Yes. In fact, we're just going to pause here because I'll go pee. But you don't need to leave that in, David. You can cut that part out and leave it when I said
pee.
Take a break. Or leave it in. Like, who gives a fuck? People pee. I pee. So leave this in. Fuck it. We're not cutting it. No. Don't cut this out, David. I'm leaving to pee. We'll be back. Here's a commercial or some shit if Anchor gave me one.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby and get ourselves a snack.
Yes! You are beautiful.
You are. I'm so happy. I missed you. I think one part of it is I don't want to bug you.
No, it doesn't.
Go pee first.
I don't. Well, yes. That's all you're good for. Sorry, David. We'll be back momentarily.
This number 2 shall pass, huh?
Yeah.
There's so many fucking funny things in your house that I'm just like, every time I visit, I'm gonna see something different.
I like trinkets.
Your necklace is backwards. If you care, I don't know.
I never know. This thing is always...
I never know. People have to tell me.
No, thank you. This thing is always slipping around. You can just never tell. I don't keep it tight enough, I guess. But then sometimes I feel like I'm actually choking and I'm like...
I don't even think it looks bad backwards because it's got the little chain hanging down.
Yeah, like it's not so bad. But it's like if you keep them too tight, it's like, well, I don't want to get horny in public, so... You know.
I do this too much, and every time you do this, it gets tighter. So like...
And so sometimes when you masturbate, you can just go like...
No, when you masturbate, you have to. You have to break your neck in order to come. At least that's what everyone has to do.
Well, I often get very tight between, my shoulders and neck areas, I mean, it happens. You have to get really into it. And honestly, when it's something that you do for a living as well, it's something that you really enjoy. So it's something that you do frequently. So you have to find many different ways.
Yeah.
To make it the most efficient, enjoyable experience for yourself.
That has been something that camming and porn, but mostly camming has helped me a lot with, is figuring out all the masturbating things. Yeah.
Porn hasn't helped me with masturbation at all. It was only camming.
Yeah. Porn has only helped me with it because it's helped me be faster, because I used to take forever. And so now I like to come 2 or 3 times before a scene so that I'm lubricated from the inside. This is a tip. If you tear a lot, if you do porn, this is a very niche tip.
I'm here for it.
If you have trouble, like if you tear during sex or you're not lubricated enough, something that really helps is foreplay. But also, since we're doing porn and we don't have time for foreplay, come a couple times. So I just go in the bathroom, I lay a towel down so that I can lock the door, and I'm just like, don't bother me for 5 minutes.
Hell yeah.
And I'll go in there and I'll just zzz for like, I used to use a vibrator, but I feel like fingers are better if you can, because then you're not desensitized for the scene. Mm-hmm. But I always, even when I'm doing...
with the fingers, you can kind of just move it around wherever it makes sense to have it. So
yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. That's sick. Do you just record it too for...
I didn't for a long time, which was really dumb. So now I do.
I've had so many moments of that. I'm like, damn, I could have fucking recorded this.
Or what'll happen is I am trying to hurry, because at least on porn sets, they're always knocking on the door. Now they get me. I've been around for a minute. But at first they were like, did you OD? What are you doing in there?
Yeah, like, and you're just like, I'm just in here fingering myself. Like, I'm getting ready.
I'm stretching for the scene. And some people are like, that's weird. But
I don't think it's weird. I think it makes total sense. It's just like with, sex. When a guy tries to just fucking shove it in without any foreplay, like, if he's not going to eat your pussy or at least, like, finger you a little bit or something, you have to warm up.
You have to.
Like,
and so...
Pro tip for guys out there. Warm her up. It doesn't have to you don't have to do it for like 30 fucking minutes.
You turn on the tap and check the temperature, and when
That's
she's ready to go, she's ready to go.
Yes. It's just like running a vehicle. You guys can do this. I believe in you.
If you have to think about it in engine terms, you totally can.
So try to come at it from thinking, okay, it's not just about me coming. It's about someone else coming. Because I tell you, if you can make someone come,
then they want to make you come.
And they will make that shit happen for you, and it will be a much better experience, and that is how you avoid the starfish.
Mm-hmm. There's nothing that
if she's not turned on, she's not gonna do anything for you. She's just gonna be like, all right, here we fucking go again.
Yeah.
It's
like, don't touch me, I'm putting my hair up, leave me alone.
Like, you made her into a fuck pillow. Eat her pussy, finger her, kiss her, make her feel hot. Like, it's not that hard, just do it.
And I know a lot of you try. And one of the things that'll help for those of you that try, but maybe you're still not hitting the mark, is not putting a whole lot of pressure on her. Because there have been many a time where a guy is eating my pussy and they're so overconfident.
Have you come yet? I bet this feels so good. It's like, shut up, stop talking, and use your tongue to touch my clitoris. Get inside. Shut up. You are talking, not eating pussy. If you are talking, you're not eating pussy. So no, she's not enjoying it.
I love you.
What the fuck? How can you eat pussy if you're talking?
I find it hard to... the other thing is encourage her to tell you what to do, but don't be... It's hard to say, but don't be over eager either, because then it's really hard for us to tell you you're doing something wrong, because we're like, oh, they're so cute. They're trying so hard. It's like, you're doing great, sweetie. You're not, but you're doing great.
So here's an idea. You start eating at her pussy, right? See where it goes for a minute. You suck on your fingers, or make her suck on your fingers. Mm-hmm. You slip your fingers inside, and that way you can still be fingering her, and then you can be like, do you like it like that, or do you need something else? What do you need? It's not hard.
Keep the touching going. Yeah, I would say another thing, and I think you'll say yes to this too, is don't just touch the hot spots. Touch all the spots.
Touch all the spots. Touch the neck. Touch the thighs.
The legs.
Touch the feet.
Suck on my toes.
Did I tell you? I haven't told you because I haven't seen you in a year. What am I talking about?
Tell me whatever you want.
I kind of understand. Like, I don't have it myself, but I understand the feet thing a little bit.
Yeah.
I get the thing with the toes curling when they come.
I have a feet thing.
Really?
So I'm glad that you understand me.
I got that like the other day. It awoke it inside of my brain. I was like, oh, fuck.
It clicked.
That makes sense. And I made that happen. Ooh, that's cool. But I'm not gonna go like masturbate to feet. I just was like, oh, I appreciate the feet. I kind of get it a little bit. You know what I mean? I get it.
I'm glad you get it because you have pretty feet.
I think.
And no, you do. I like feet. I'm saying.
This woman likes hobbit feet.
I like.
Did you know I have to shave my toes?
So do I.
You have to shave your toes?
Of course I do. Everyone does. What is wrong with you?
I love you so much. People make me feel so weird for shaving my feet.
No, you have to. It's on the little knuckle things on all the toes.
It's on the ridge, like the ridge top. And I'm just like, damn. I thought I was just like really hairy, you know.
No, you have. I have less body hair
Bilbo
than most
Baggins.
people, even, and I have to do that still. So, and I have the tops of my feet also have hair on them.
Yeah.
There's like a little break where the flip flop goes.
No. Yeah. Because it goes. Well, I can't. David, don't show this in the frame. Censor my foot. They have to pay for this. So it goes.
Yeah, same. Yeah. Absolutely same. Oh, fuck. Don't show this because I might flash you, but
censor it.
This is the leg I haven't shaved.
Okay.
So I waxed, which I thought was cool and hurt a lot.
Yeah.
So much.
Hurts so much.
But yeah, it's all the tops of the.
Yeah.
It's coming back less.
Sick. Okay. Well, I don't feel so alone anymore. So thank you. Thank you for that.
I wish we'd need to talk more so that we can not be alone more.
I know you were saying. So when we took the break where we didn't pee because we're women and we don't pee, of course.
No.
Because you were saying I didn't want to bother.
Perish the.
Shut up, Edward. I didn't want to bother you, and I'm like, no. See, I don't ever reach out to other people. I force myself to.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, damn, I'm probably bothering them.
Exactly.
I'm like, damn, everybody else has so much shit going on. I'm sitting here in my house. Nobody wants to hear from me. Perish the thought, as you said.
Perish the thought. No, I am the same fucking way. Because either I am tired and I don't want to see anyone.
Yes,
and
then I
guilty.
feel bad canceling. And people always ask me to do shit when I'm like drained. And then I'm like, okay.
14 scenes in a row, and then, do you want to come like hang out at the bar and drink? And I'm like, no.
I wish I could just be honest and be like, there are so many things I would rather do besides that. I would rather go outside and pick up my dog shit with bare hands than go out to the bar at 10 o'clock at night when I should be in bed or on the couch playing Halo.
Yeah. Oh my God. Video games.
Like,
it's Conan Exiles for me. I'm addicted. But Conan Exiles, so like Conan the Barbarian. Yeah. They made a whole open world.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And he's like there in one of the bars, like as a little Easter egg. But it's a massive game, and we play with like a bunch of mods on it, and it's on Steam, so it's on the computer. But yeah, it's intense. Like there's a lot of stuff. Like you can have a pet giant scorpion.
Oh, that's cool.
That kills things for you, and you're going around fighting and enslaving people, which is
so
problematic, I guess.
That is so cool.
You make little beating clubs, and you hit people with them until they pass out, and then you drag them home by their feet and put them on a friendship wheel. It's
so violent.
Yeah, and then you pull them out, and you're like, okay, now you cook for me. Like,
and you just like
or
turn
like,
them into your
me.
minions.
I like the dancers a lot, because there's guys and they dance like really crazy. They dance just like the girls dance, and I love it. So I have an army of dancers and then
awesome.
animals.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and there's I just got 3 Komodo dragons. You steal their babies.
You steal their babies.
And then you raise them as your own.
Oh my God.
And then they're loyal to you forever. That's
intense.
It's a weird fucking, when I explain it like this, yeah, but in the game it's like, oh yeah, it's normal, it's whatever.
Yeah, it's normal,
like,
it's fine.
Let me just pick up this baby.
Let me drag this person back to my house and put them on my friendship wheel. I'll turn them into my slave.
I am the only one that calls it a friendship wheel. The game calls it a wheel of pain. But I play it on Twitch, and I'm just like, friendship wheel goal for like the subscriber goal. It's like, yeah, let me just put you on this wheel and make you push a big thing until you decide you're my friend so you can get off the wheel.
The Wheel of Pain. I love it. It's like from The Princess Bride.
Yeah.
I love that movie so much.
It's so good. I don't think that means what you think it means.
You keep on using that word.
Inconceivable.
I'm not a witch, I'm your wife.
Oh, I love that one. Thank you. I forgot about that scene. I also brought these over.
Oh, yeah.
So if you would like
All right.
to intensify.
Shout out to Splash Cannabis Infused Gummies.
I like those because they're cheap, and I get them from Hardin here in town, and I just order a bunch all at once.
Are these 10?
Yeah, they're 10. So you can do whatever you want, but it's got the seasoning on it. It's sour as fuck, which I like a lot. I'm gonna have another one too.
Oh my god.
Right? It's dangerous. All their shit is like that level of sour. And I get these, and then I get the little sips liquids. And sometimes
I
they
have some of those in
those.
my fridge.
It's so good and so cheap. I think they had a sale, and it was like $9 for one of those. And I was like, less than $1 a milligram? Wait, less than $1 for 10 milligrams. Yeah.
This is so good. Mm-hmm. Holy shit.
There's more.
I'm good.
Mm-hmm. I'm just going to put them right here.
Okay. Never know what might happen.
These sounds are like ASMR.
We should have chewed like real. Oh, that sounds so gross.
Well, I don't like it.
Someone's jerking off to that, but I'm just like, ooh.
I meant this, like.
Oh. I don't have anything to make sound with.
You can do anything. Here. Now you're a hot tub streamer.
Oh, is that?
On Twitch, like
Okay,
the
tell
girls
me.
that were doing all the weird ASMR stuff. There were a bunch of girls on Twitch that were like getting in trouble for being sexual, but they were doing ASMR. So they were like putting the microphone in their mouth.
Like in their mouth.
You know, like PewDiePie does. Where he just puts the whole
I was literally just thinking that, and I was like, damn, I don't know if she watches PewDiePie.
I love him so much.
Me too.
Marzi is a lucky woman, but also he is lucky. I love how they talk about each other.
Yeah. No, I love it. I've watched it for years.
Do you watch him when he does stuff with his friends? Because that's some of my most favorite stuff, like Cinnamon Toast Cat.
I watch all of the ones that they do.
Do you remember the one where they're talking about night terrors? I just saw this one again the other day, and Ken is like, do you ever lay next to Marzi in bed and you look over and her face looks scary?
Yeah.
And without a hesitation, Felix is like, how dare you insinuate that the most beautiful woman in the world would ever... Is that how you think of Mary? And he's like, well, one time.
Yep. I just watched that one very recently.
It's so good.
Oh my god. Oh, I wonder if I'm scary in the night.
I am. I definitely have to be.
I think I am, because I think I sleep like this. Because I always wake up with some amount of drool. Like whether it's on my pillow,
Isn't that everybody?
on my face. Maybe it is. I don't know. But I'm just out here being honest, because I wouldn't date me. So I think I'm gross.
That's what I'm trying to learn right now, because I'm single for the first time ever. So I'm like trying to learn to love myself. So it's like that whole, I want to be the person that I would be like, yeah, I'd date her.
Oh.
You know?
Is that what we're supposed to be doing?
Oh, I don't know.
Shit.
That's what I'm trying. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I haven't been single since I
don't
was
know.
18.
Is that realistic though? Because we always have this idea, right, in our head of what it is that we want and what it is that we need and are looking for. But we barely know what's going on inside of our own heads. So isn't it maybe that like this preconceived notion of what it actually is that we think that we want in a partner comes off of like partners that we've had in the past?
I believe that. I can see that completely. I think what I'm trying to do is just have my shit together. Because I used to be extremely picky. Mm-hmm. Like, my mom's Native American, so I used to only want to be with a Native American guy. Yeah. You know, keep the blood strong. And that was
cute.
such a weird idea that I had when I was a
cute,
kid.
Though.
I had this image of my future husband as, like, this, like, brave that just had long black hair and deep reddish skin. Yeah, like my uncle looks like that.
Yeah.
And so I was like, that's the kind of guy. I want somebody like that. That's a real
cute.
that's a real like native man. And I never met anyone like that.
Yeah.
So I've opened my
Yeah, you're like, well, world's not sending it to me.
The older you get, I'm 30 now. So the older you get, I know.
We're old. It's finally here.
I like being old.
Isn't it kind of funny though that it takes you like that amount of time? Kind of, I feel like, and it's like not everybody gets there. I think people get there in different amounts of time, but it's not like this big fear. It's just kind of like, oh, that's how long it takes to recognize the mistakes and actually start to learn from them and put that into action.
I think I'm only now doing that. I think this past year and now currently, like 2 weeks ago, I had an epiphany where I was like, oh, I'm not gonna like be with my ex anymore. Like, and we broke up last Christmas. So it was like just 2 weeks ago, I was like, oh, that's really not gonna happen.
Yeah.
And it was a lot. And so now I've just had this very quick switch around of how I think, where I'm just like, it's okay if I die alone with my cats. Like they love me, you know? Yeah. So I want to be complete. I want to not need a person.
Exactly. You want to enjoy your own company, basically.
And I've always felt this desperate need to have a partner and to have, because my mom is single and I see how unhappy she is. But I think she's unhappy for a lot of other reasons.
Yeah.
Less that she doesn't have a partner, but I always assigned it to that.
Yeah. I understand that with my own mom. My mom is the kind of person, I love my mom very much, but she needs a husband. It's like she likes having a husband. Yeah. And it's like, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just like, I feel like that's also a different, generation as well, and like a different place of the country where, things are different. And so it's like, it just is what it is. But it's like, I don't want to be that. I don't want to have to, I don't want to have to need someone. I want to want someone who has that compatibility, which is like why it's like the person I'm with now, love him to death. Not ever someone that I would have like fully seen myself. Yeah. Like, and he's taught me so much about myself, and like it's so much weirdly healthy, and I'm like, is this normal?
This feels nice, like all the time.
This feels like I'm not supposed to have this.
Did I steal this?
Did I steal this?
Did I shoplift him from somewhere? I might have been,
Yeah, but it comes to the point of like I said, like with that 10 months and then having come off of the tails of not drinking, I was just like in this house mostly by myself. Didn't really make an effort to go out with people, or like I just stayed at home and worked. Yeah. Like, and just worked on this and worked on the move and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, damn, I have a lot of time that's like just me. And I have to figure out how to like, Yeah. And it was this whole experience, and it's like, oh, this isn't fucking bad. No.
I really didn't want to do this, but now that I'm doing it, it's totally fine.
Yeah.
And I have a lot more time to read. I stopped reading for a long time and stopped making art and stopped doing a whole lot. Yeah. And I swear to God, we're way too similar sometimes.
Stop it! Get
out of my life.
Stop it! No, I will never leave.
Okay, good. Stay, please. I snort laugh too, but you haven't gotten me to do it yet, so I win.
I'm always making a fucking mess of myself on this thing. I'm just like,
honestly, no, it's cool.
No, I'm like snort laughing sometimes. Like, it's been a little bit less, but often on these I laugh so hard that I cry, and it's gross. But it's all right. It's just like I reached that point where I'm just like, I don't give a shit what people see, because it's like there's no privacy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like with everything that happened, it was just like, well, it's all out there anyway, so
yeah,
fuck it. And it's like, there's real people with real lives going on this background of what it is that we do versus like this broad spectrum of things. Like, people don't know, how you're feeling on any given day versus what you have to put out there, because, it's you and then there's the job.
Yeah.
And it's like, maybe people know that we have to fucking shave our feet and that we make a lot of bad life choices like every other person, and we have fucking feelings, and we don't look like Instagram all the time. Nobody fucking does. Like, nobody looks like their OnlyFans page or whatever all the time or whatever. It's like you're just putting out the best representation of yourself because you're selling the brand.
Yeah, and I try to talk to people that watch us about that too. I hate saying fans. I don't feel like fans is always right.
Yeah,
I feel like
it's
fans
not
is right
because
sometimes.
I feel like there's different varying levels of fan, and so it's like you have like the friends, you have like the close people, you have like
I have the people that I do talk to when I need to talk to somebody, and then I have the people that are like, I love your boobs, they're great. You just have the best boobs, and that's the whole extent, and that's fine.
I want to put my dick between your boobs. You're like,
I actually took a screenshot because I was doing a cam show, and I don't do those as much as I want to anymore. So I'm working on that. But there were 2 comments right next to each other, and I'm going to paraphrase them. And one was 15 tokens, and one was 1 token. And the 15 token one was something like, "Thank you so much for being your sweet self. I'm so glad that throughout the last 6 years you haven't changed and you've always just been who you are, and that's a beautiful person." And it was like this nicest fucking thing, and I was like,
super sweet message. Aww.
And the one was, "I love your tits so much." It was a whole paragraph about how much he loved my tits and wanted to come on them, and how hard I make it, which is great and all. I'm just saying there's at least 2 types of fans.
Yep.
And that's fine.
No, it's totally fine.
There's nothing funny.
There's nothing wrong with it for sure. It's just kind of like
it's funny to see them right next to each other in chat.
Yes.
It's like, wow.
Yeah.
We're all over the spectrum here.
Yeah, everyone's all over. I think OnlyFans has been a really fun way to not have to cam all the time. Yeah. Because it's like, it's not like, oh, camming itself was so horrible, but it's like too much bad shit came attached with it, like, especially at the end of 2019 when it started. So I was like, fuck this. Yeah. And I didn't think anyone, would come over, but it's like the dynamic of stuff has changed and like in a better way. And I feel like I can more like individually give people attention versus like the broad spectrum of a chat room. And then it's like you also don't have to deal with the whole free aspect of most streaming, because it's like the people who are there are already subscribed. Yeah. They already like you. Yeah. They're not going to start shit with you. You know what I mean?
I completely understand. Yeah. So I super like camming a lot. And but there is that feeling of comfort when you're on OnlyFans, because like all these people already like me enough to give me $5 every month, and that means you like me a lot. Yeah. So thank you to you people, because then there's always that feeling of kind of holding back when you're in free, because you don't know when someone's gonna say something that's gonna ruin your day, or like somebody's gonna be like demanding, and then you're like, oh man, I was just about to do a lot of free shit because I was feeling good, and now you ruined the vibe.
Yeah, and now I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah. Whereas on OnlyFans, it's like, the vibe is just...
So my dog is pawing at the door because he wants to come in, but he can't.
We're having a good time. But you can also have a good time outside.
Oh my God. Fuck, I lost my train of thought.
Well, mainly we were just saying
Edward! Stop it! Oh my God.
He looks very guilty.
All right, bring me back.
Most of all, we were saying that everyone should subscribe to your OnlyFans.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the moral of the story?
No.
That's my moral of the story. You can't tell me it's
wrong. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take away from your experience.
Thank you for giving it back. Subscribe to her OnlyFans.
Do it. But I feel like one of the things too is like now most of, like, well, not most of, but like a lot of what I do is custom and like sexting and stuff like that, and I can do that with so many people at once on OnlyFans versus like when you have to entertain live on cam all the time, then it's like when you're trying to do those PMs with people, it doesn't work because you're PMs. Like, that's what I'm saying, because it takes away from that. So it's like this way it's easier, I guess, to kind of like tailor for people what it is that they like about what I have, and then like not have to blanket them with a bunch of shit that they don't want. So it's been kind of cool. And then I do like, I set days for live streams, and it's fun.
And that's where you do the no pants cooking?
No, actually, I just film those
Oh,
when
okay.
I make dinner, which is very infrequently. There's like 3 episodes, and I've been doing it for months. So,
Well, I already won a shirt from one of them. So that's, you're doing a good job. 1 out of
you.
3. And I've only seen the
you.
one clip. So 1 of 1, really.
well, I do clip the best parts.
As we do. There's definitely a lot of dead space where you're just reading things.
There's so long, but I talk like the whole time because I just get stoned and I do it. So
Yeah.
I get stoned in the video, and then I attempt to cook food. And these recipes are supposed to take like 20 minutes, and these are like 40 to 60-minute videos. Like, I'm not a good cook. Well, I guess I wouldn't say I'm not like a good cook. I'm not a good
Recipe follower?
Yeah.
Or, okay. See?
Yeah. Like, I have a lot of stuff that I kind of just know how to make.
Yeah.
I make that.
I'm the
But
same way.
I get frustrated. But also with these damn recipes, I always put in these extra steps that you don't need. Like, I was making chicken with one. This was the most recent one that I was bitching about. And they want you to put the chicken and cook it in a pan. And then take the pan and put it in the oven. Why can't you just cook the chicken fully in the pan or fully in the oven? It makes no sense.
I know there's supposed to be a reason, but I don't ever do it. I don't do that. I'm just going to cook. I cook everything in the pan unless I am baking something, which I have to be paid to do. I don't use the oven.
I love baking.
I can't do it. I have to buy the I don't know how to do anything. I didn't have a childhood where I was allowed to touch the oven, so I didn't learn how to do it. I wasn't allowed to do chores.
You wanna all right.
I would like to, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so my friend Laura makes butter, and we make edibles.
Oh my god.
And we're gonna make holiday ones. We're probably gonna make like eggnog spice cookies.
There's little
and,
hearts around my head.
Yes.
You can edit
David,
those in
David,
if you
put
want.
the hearts in. Put the hearts in, David. Give her hearts.
Just anime style, just like.
Ah. Oh man. Yeah. No, baking is so fun. Like, I think that's like one of the things that
It's
I
just
enjoy the
scary.
most about having done with my mom
Yeah.
that I can remember doing.
Yeah, the closest we would get to baking is, I love my mother, but she has a lot of problems. And so the only thing we ever baked was blueberry muffins, where it comes in the box and the blueberries are in the box also, in a can.
The dehydrated, the
They're
canned
in a can
blueberries.
with the juice, and you drain the juice, which seems like it would be the best part, and then you mix it into the powder and you make muffins, and they're not bad, but it doesn't feel like that was baking. Like that, I've never baked anything from scratch with my mom. Let's put it that way. It was all store-bought. Like, this is just put the thing in the thing, and you're done. Like easy bake oven style.
Oh, we're gonna have fun.
I'm so excited. I also love edibles because I can't smoke, but I am definitely high right now.
Yeah. Okay.
So-
So we made these ones for 4th of July. Have you ever had like the lemon bars? Like,
Probably.
yeah. So we made those, but so we just put the weed butter in the crust.
Okay.
So the shortbread crust. And so
Yeah.
all the gelatin stuff on top is
I
nothing.
love
So you could
shortbread.
barely taste it.
Anything with shortbread, I'm in.
Yeah. Shortbread is so
Now, okay, so when you're making these edibles, are you making them as a variety of strengths, or are you making them weak so that you can eat a whole one, or are you making them really strong where it's like, don't eat a whole one?
do like half butter and half normal butter.
Okay.
Yeah. Half and half.
Okay.
They'll get you good.
Okay. But not
But not like
in outer space
no.
after one limit.
No, and you can
Okay.
cut in, and it's cool because you can freeze them too. And so you can just pull them out as you want
for
them and then
sure.
cut them into smaller pieces.
I just eat
But also-
a lot of food. So
Yeah.
when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, this is delicious.
We also like to make like the non-edible
Yeah.
batch.
Oh, smart.
Yeah, so we did like lemon bars, and then the lime bars were the happy ones.
That's so smart. Why didn't I? Because I don't bake. That's why.
I always think
I'm
that
like, you
about,
can make 2 kinds. I thought, same. That's a lot of dishes.
Oh my god, how do you clean them all? Does the mixer fit in the dishwasher?
Do you use the
No.
dishwasher a lot, or because I can't make myself.
I do ish.
I want
so
to.
my dishwasher broke.
Mine too.
like-
I haven't replaced it. I just
like-
let it sit.
Like a month after moving in here, they said it was brand new, and like the little thing that pops down to cover the soap so it doesn't just fall out, that broke. Oh. So you just...
It's an important part.
So it's kind of mostly for sanitizing at the moment.
That's how I would use it if it worked.
But my boyfriend refuses to use a dishwasher anyway, so he washes the dishes.
By hand.
He likes it, I guess. I don't know.
I don't feel confident if I don't wash them by hand, because I've been to enough people's I've been to enough people's houses where they just use the dishwasher, and I'm like, I'm just gonna wash this in the bathroom where they're not looking at me.
When the dishwasher is working, I still like rinse, because garbage disposal, and you just you don't want to it gums up your dishwasher. You don't want that.
Yeah. No, I had roommates, at least, who would just put it directly in. I'm like, there's literally enough.
Gunk all over it.
You have full bites of food on your plate. First of all, eat them. And second of all, what are you doing? What are you doing?
You can't just throw food in there. It's not a garbage disposal.
No.
That's in the sink.
They're like, no, it's fine. It goes down in the bottom and it gets rid of it. I'm like, no, it doesn't.
It doesn't. Where do you think it goes?
In
just
the pipes,
into the
okay? It goes in the pipe. Where everything else... What are you talking about? Where does it go?
What do you mean? It's just some massive plumbing issue.
They would make fun of me sitting at the sink washing dishes. But I would wash dishes every time that I use a plate, so I never have dishes in the sink. Did you see PewDiePie's rant about why he hates sinks?
I just watched it
last night. Motherfucker.
Oh my god. Fuck, I hate sinks too. Anyway.
Anytime you want to talk about PewDiePie stuff, I'm a text away.
I'm super down. Oh my god.
It's just going to be us being like, did you see this one yet? It was great. I already saw it. Yeah, I already saw it.
I got it. Well, I'll watch it again.
I also am subscribed. God. Every subscriber, he gets one more subscriber. I'm already subscribed.
Always. You always get one more subscriber for every subscriber.
Did you see the adorable little Mr. Beast thing where he was on Logan Paul? There was a little quick video, like a fake TikTok on YouTube, how they have those. And it was Mr. Beast, and he was like, no, when I start to get more subscribers than Felix, if he's still doing YouTube, he might have retired by then, but if he's still doing it, I'll just delete my channel. I was like, what?
That's fucking crazy.
I love the internet. I love internet people.
I do too. I feel like I've always kind of been an internet people. And so I just watch other internet people. Well, it's like when I was homeschooled, like I was on like forums and Neopets and all that kind of shit.
I did Neopets.
Yeah. And then I got into like
RuneScape.
Like fan fiction forums, and I had no friends. Anyway, I've never had any friends.
No, I did the role-playing, the sexual role-playing on,
Me too.
On Gaia.
Not on
that Gaia website.
Yeah, I did naughty fan fiction.
Gaia Online.
Anyway.
Literotica.
Oh my god.
No, it's honestly, I worked through a lot of issues in those role plays.
I did too. I'm actually still friends with some of the girls from the forum. So.
I'm not. I disappeared. No one. I'm dead.
I don't know much about them, but we talk every now and then. Yeah, it's just nice. Random.
It's wholesome.
And I'm like, oh, it's cool to know, that you guys weren't actually like weird pedophile dudes. Like that's cool. It's nice. They're actually people. I was like, maybe like before I'm old enough that was before the internet got like maybe too predatory. Maybe. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I could see that. It was still pretty like new and fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I didn't really get on the internet until late high school. That's when I was allowed to use the internet. And 1 hour at a time supervised. Mm-hmm. So that was hard. But then I was 17 and in college, and I finally had a laptop. So that's when I really started using the internet, when I watched porn for the first time instead of just Googling boobs.
Yeah.
Like,
I was homeschooled, but that kind of meant that I was just at home, supposed to be doing school. And so there was a computer. I remember so many times, like, you could hear the garage door open from the computer room. So the computer room was at the other end of the house. So you had just enough time to clear the history, shut everything down, make it look normal, and then go to my room where the books are laying.
You're smarter than me. I was never that smart. I was just like...
I was not really a great kid, so I've always kind of been disappointing.
See, I'm a disappointment in that I was always the teacher's pet, straight A student, glasses since second grade. You know, kind of, you know, just truth and justice for all. Kind of never heard a curse word until like 5th grade, and it's like I was like that all through college even, and then when I was 21, that's when it started. I had sex for the first time, and it was all downhill from there.
It was like, oh, fuck.
I'm addicted to this now. This is my addiction thing.
Yeah.
There's not AA for this.
Yeah. Well, I guess in the industry that you're in, it's good because it's like the safest place to have that addiction, isn't it? Because
we were talking about masturbating earlier and how much we love it. And I was going to say then, and I forgot, I was addicted to masturbating.
Girl, I masturbated so young that I shouldn't say how young it was, so.
I was 17 when I did it for the first time, so already in college, and just like, it got progressively more and more intense until I was doing like 26 orgasms in a row and just like laying there in a pool of my own sweat and regret and just, which now I feel like I have a much healthier relationship now that I have a healthy outlet for it. So now I get all my stuff out at work, and then every now and then I do it in my personal life, but I can still get shit done.
Yeah.
So
and it's like when you're making content, it's like, oh, I'm making content.
Now it's productive.
Yeah, now it's a productive use of my time.
Instead of, I really should have been doing other things, but I did this for 3 hours. I don't know I'll never get those hours back.
I humped so many pillows. Like, I'm sorry to all of, I would like to make an apology to all of my past pillows. I didn't know what I was doing until I was older, and I Googled about it. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the pillows.
See, I thought you were gonna apologize to people whose pillows you humped. So I was like, oh man.
No.
No, your pillows.
Grandma's guest pillow one time, but it's a guest pillow. It's like a hotel pillow. You fuck it up.
You know what you're getting into when you lay on one of those.
You know what you're getting into.
You do not lay on the couch pillows.
No.
My mom told me that when I was a kid. She was like, you do not nap there.
Mm-mm.
If you need to nap, you can nap in our car.
Or like put down like one of the fresh sheets from the sometimes they have the extra sheets in the thing. No?
No, not trusted.
No?
Car. Go lay in the car.
Go lay in the car?
Yeah. My mom's a hypochondriac though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her floor though was so clean you could definitely eat off of it. Like no exaggeration whatsoever. Shoes off at the door, barely, don't even touch the floor. I would cry when I was a kid because I knew how stressful it was for her when there was a mess. So if I accidentally made a mess, I would cry. Yeah. Just because, or someone would be like, we're out of toilet paper, and I'd just cry. Just huge, just,
You're like, it's gonna be a disaster.
Everything is wrong.
Oh my god.
Joy will never revisit this place.
Oh my god. No, clean, organized stuff. That's not no.
I can't do it anymore. I'm burnt out on it.
No, it's not like my mom's thing growing up. It's like always been more my thing.
See, I'm burnt out. I had to clean up. I lived with like 7 people at once for a long time.
That sounds exhausting.
Exactly. And some
I would
of
not
them,
be able to deal with that.
Some of them helped me not at all. And so some did. I had really great roommates, and then I had people that were living there that I was like, who let you in here?
Yeah, like, why are you here? Who are you?
You don't even pay rent. Why are you here? And
what are you contributing to this household?
Nothing. And so
I ask that of my dogs all the time. They never give me an answer.
Well, they contribute cuteness and snuggles.
Sometimes.
Joy.
Sometimes.
A sense that something actually loves you.
Oh, that, yes. Even when they fight each other, it's for my attention and affection. I'm so sorry.
Murderer!
I don't want to give you bronchitis.
I'm fine.
No, you're not fine.
I am now.
I got you.
You saved me.
I'm going to stab it.
Stab it.
I stabbed it.
I have bad lungs. That's why I've been eating edibles. But Molly's very considerate.
Killed it.
Murder.
Oh my god. So as far as like work, what have you been up to? Because also been a year. Have you been doing anything new, like project wise, that you wanted to talk about, or?
Let's see. I've just been shooting a lot. That was kind of it for a while. I wanted to spend my first 2 years doing this, just shooting and seeing how many scenes I could do and how many companies I could work with. And now I'm at that point where I'm like, okay, I'm tired. So now we're going to do 2 weeks on and 2 weeks off. And I switched agencies.
Oh, that's nice.
And yeah, it's really nice. And I really liked my first agency because I was with Husky Models, and Riley is very, like, money motivated, and so was I. And I was like, I want to shoot as much as possible. Yeah. And he was like, you got it. And then gave me, like, 150 scenes my first year. I had 4 days off that March. Oh, 4. Every other day I was shooting. And it was amazing. Yeah. And so when I wanted that was perfect. But now that I'm like, I'm going to take 2 weeks off every month.
Yeah, and you can be more picky. Yeah, you can be pickier because now people know who you are and like what you do.
They didn't want to shoot me at first. I had to really fight for it. Yeah, I had to fight for it because I'm old. That's the main thing. People were like, yeah, she's 27 and she looks 20, but that's not what we want. You know,
Excuse me?
Yeah, I literally had a company tell me, like, I was going to go do a go-see. This was the worst one. And I've still never shot for this company.
You do not even look 30 anyway.
I know.
And this was years ago.
Here. So, yeah, I'm 30 now, and I was 27 at the time. And I was going to be 28 in a few months. So I was trying to get in there. And I was going to do a go-see, which is where you go to the building and someone from the company, like, looks at you and takes pictures of you to know that you really do look like what you look like. You're not hiding anything in your pictures, because it is really easy to edit pictures. Yeah. So they were like, she's 27. Shouldn't she be a MILF? And we were like, no, I don't think that'll look right.
You don't look...
Yeah. And it's a touchy subject because it's like, what is a MILF and what does that mean to different people and everything? But I don't think I fit that, and it's not the kind of content that I get asked for.
Yeah.
When people start asking me for that kind of content, I'll shoot it.
Yeah.
But right now I think it would just be like, wait, what?
Yeah.
You don't look like her mother.
Yeah. Like, you barely have, like, there's no lines.
I'm not wearing any makeup other than eye stuff.
Yeah.
So... yeah, I don't know. I don't do anything to myself, and my mom looks really young, so I'm just lucky.
Yeah.
But I'm so high. But it was, I went to go to the go-see, and they called that morning after I'd already done my makeup and everything, and they were like, cancel it. So Riley calls me, and he's like, hey, like, did you already leave? Like, don't leave. I was like, wait, did you ask them why? And he's like, no, I didn't. And I was like, well, call back and ask them why. And I was like, if they want to move it to a different time, like, that's fine. I'm not busy today. This was all I was doing today. And he called back and he's like, don't be mad. I was like, no promises, but tell me. And he was like, oh, well, they said, no, she's 27 and she looks 20, but we don't need 27-year-olds who look 20. We need 18-year-olds who look 14. And I was like, oh, he said that.
What the fuck?
And he was like, I said, don't be mad. And I'm like, I'm not mad at you. And I was like, I don't want to shoot for them.
That's fucking disgusting.
It's fucking weird.
That is so gross. That's gross.
Because they do, and the company does shoot like everybody. So it's very weird that it was even said by this person.
Yeah, no fucking kidding.
Who does the booking for Vegas. And it was just like, wait, what are you talking about? First of all. And second of all, ew. That's
so gross.
Such a thing to say.
That is disgusting. What the fuck?
So I was like, oh.
All right, I'm sorry, but it's when things like that are said and requested that it's like, oh, that's when people give us a bad name.
Yeah.
But it's like, why is that even said? Why is that even a thing, and why is it a goal?
I don't even think that's what the majority of people want.
No.
I don't think that's what.
It's like, why are you pushing that? Because I don't think
that's what sells.
People need to jerk off. Mm-hmm. So when you provide what they're jerking off to, that's what they'll continue to jerk off to, and that's what they will continue to watch, because that's what you continue to provide. So if you continue to push something on people, like, I've even heard people talking about how they think like the stepmom or step sibling stuff is super weird. Mm-hmm. And I get it. I get that it's weird and uncomfortable, but they're saying like it's something that they just end up watching because it gets like cycled through, and then they're like, but nobody is like looking for that. And it's like, so why is that like being pushed? And then why is like the request for them to look 14? That's fucking gross.
Mm-hmm.
That's gross.
But that's why that company won't shoot me, I guess.
Yeah, that's fine.
The reason I was given. And I'm
good.
Like, okay. I mean, it'd be cool to have more shoots at home, but pass.
Sorry,
I will never, no matter what I do to myself, will I ever look like that.
Sorry, I don't look like a prepubescent child.
I'm sorry, that makes me unhireable for your step.
Fucking gross.
It's weird. Porn is weird. Porn is very weird. But I will say that's only one company, and most companies have shot me now because it was just kind of like a, do you fit the category that you're trying to shoot for?
Yeah. Well, fuck them then, because you've been shooting some dope-ass content.
I love shooting so much. And I guess one thing I want to do, and I want to get you in for it if you want to do it too, to pressure you on camera. And I'm doing the oil mattress scenes. Have you seen any of those previews? Okay, so basically I stole the idea from my ex, Michael Masters. And he does like a thing where he has this mattress, he flips it upside down, and the bottom of it's all like slippery. And he puts oil on it, and so you've got like a inflatable oil mattress. Like, there you go. Oh. And so you get on there and you give the guy or girl a massage, like full body massage, head to toe, front, back, and then just do whatever you feel like doing after that. And usually people feel really good after that and want to do sexy stuff. So that's what I've done.
I would be interested in a free massage.
Yeah, I will give you I should have said that. I will give you a free massage with oil on camera with us both being
all
naked.
You had to say.
I'm going to slide around on top of you too.
And I'll give you a really good tip.
Just the tip.
Just the tip. Also, can we talk about, okay, so the cover of that DVD is awesome, right?
Me upside down and you holding me up.
But who asked for pile driving in lesbian scenes? Who asked? I'm sorry.
They do.
I'm getting too loud, David. I'm so sorry.
People who want to see crazy stuff. It's just like cam people. It's like, what can I make this bitch do now? I've seen her do all the normal stuff.
With a peener, I understand, right? Because it's like, oh, you visually can see it more because it's like, oh, it's spread and it's like going down.
It's all out there at that point.
All out there, but like,
it is. I like that position. I'm not gonna lie.
I know, but hear me out.
Yeah.
With a lesbian scene,
you gotta stand sideways.
Do you know what you have to do? You're like, oh, let me actually eat this pussy, and maybe I can do it properly and get my tongue inside of your vagina and all of your clitoris and stuff. But when you're doing that in pile driver, they can't see your face. So I'm essentially not doing anything. They're like, tilt your head to the side and
if you snap your neck.
And then you're like, so
just
crack your neck. And also hold her at the same time. Would you lift her, please? And also try not to flex your titties in different directions so they look all mismatched. And then stick out your tongue like this.
Keep your chest relaxed and your abdomen flexed and have her ass at a 90-degree angle. Resting on your throat.
What am I doing? Am I even licking her clitoris? I don't even know.
You did a good job. You did what you could. God damn it.
I tried.
Consummate professional. And that was a really fun day. Just everything about that day. We drove Marcos a little crazy. It's like, why did I bring you both in here at the same time?
Because it was so fun. I don't know. I had fun with it. Like, it's sometimes like the things that are requested. I'm just like, why?
That was so fun.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So if anyone who listens to this, it likes to have sex with women who doesn't have a penis, would you like to write into the show or call in, leave a voice message and tell me, when was the last time that you pulled out pile driver to eat your partner's pussy? And if so, why? And if so, how? How can I do that correctly to actually eat someone's pussy while still showing my face on camera?
Send video responses.
Oh, video responses. Only if you want. You don't have to show.
That was a joke.
Actually, you probably can't. That's probably illegal or something. I don't know. They have to sign consent forms. I don't know. Don't send in video. I don't know what the legal stuff is.
Cut that out.
This is all jokes.
You almost got me that time.
I'm just pretending to be a comedian, so
We are
this
not
is all
making
jokes.
any legal statements.
None at all.
Everything
I
is
need another
parody.
water real quick.
Okay.
Would you like anything?
Mm-mm. It's a very cozy looking cardigan you have.
Oh, yes. I love sweaters. They're so cozy.
It's sweater weather.
It is. It's been super nice in Vegas lately.
Yeah, it gets a little warm if you're like in the sun, but if you're just walking around, it's nice.
But even then, it's nice because you can just kind of like
bask. You can tan right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is tanning season because you can't tan in
perfect
summer.
Tanning season.
You have to
right
tan
now.
like the rest of the year as much as you can because you can't lay out during the... Oh my God.
Speaking of the season, I have 2 pumpkins in my trunk because I'm a procrastinator and I haven't carved them from Halloween. So now I have just 2 pumpkins rolling around, smashing into each other in my trunk.
You need to take those out eventually because when they rot, it's a disaster.
I know. It's going to be really bad if I don't.
Have I ever told you about what I did when I lived in Washington with a pumpkin?
Mm-mm. What did you do? What did you do?
It was... I'm trying to remember exactly how this happened. But regardless of how it began or how there was a pumpkin from Halloween. And I guess I forgot about it in my cam room on carpet.
Oh.
And I went to New Zealand for a month. And when I came back, it was very, very rotten and very, very... Oh God, it smelled so bad.
Fragrant. It was so fragrant.
God, it was so bad. I tried to remove it as like peacefully as I could, but
did it just like melt?
I couldn't go in that room for so long. Like I had to hold my breath to like run in, scrub in the carpet, and like run out, like catch my breath and run back in. Oh my God, it was exhausting. It was so gross, and it was like a rental, and I was trying to get my security deposit back so bad, and like soon, and so like. Oh my God, it was so gross. And like no matter what I did, it already rotted into it like probably 2 weeks into my vacation. And oh God, and it just left this big old pumpkin ring.
My chest is tight with empathy for you.
I was so upset. I did everything I could. Like I'm a cleaning maniac. Like I can usually get stains
really
out of
good.
anything. No, there was no stain.
Not this time.
Not this time.
I don't even know.
I think it was like mostly like if you looked, the other carpet kind of sucked too, so it's like maybe you wouldn't notice it, but it wasn't on the security deposit thing, so.
So did you get your security deposit back?
I mean, not all of it. He tried to get me for other things. It's like, you know how landlords are.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, so even oh my God, the people who fucking bought my last house, they were like, yeah, we don't want to move in for this amount of time anyway, so rent it as long as you need it. And I was like, cool, it's not going to be that long. So they had me put down a security deposit, which was basically the first month of rent, just to say that I'd do it, which was all in the agreement and stuff, whatever. I moved out ahead of time. They said they would like prorate me. I was like, cool. Then they gave me a checklist of like all the stuff that they had to do. And they said that I had left the house like all dirty and trashed. And the only reason I got my security deposit back is because that day I had cleaned the entire house myself. It took me hours, and I sent pictures of it to my landlord saying, here, I just finished the house. I'm leaving. I'm bringing the key to you.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, people are just fucking shady like that. It's like, you just, like, you're trying to get more, you're trying to get you shady motherfucker. Like, I left it trash. I had to hire a cleaner. Go fuck yourself. People suck.
They really do. People are wormy.
People just want to take and take and take all the time. They just want more. Yeah. It's like you give them, you know, it's not everybody, but it's like a generalization.
A lot of people.
It's a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it's also a lot of people that like aren't even necessarily like close to you or anything. And it's like, it's just everyone else around you. They're all just little leeches.
It's like nobody appreciates, like, it's a lack of empathy, really. And I think we kind of interact with a lot of people who may be a little stunted emotionally. I feel like that, you know? So
I feel stunted emotionally,
like people
but
learn empathy over time and they haven't had the chance to.
I guess so, but like what gives them the opportunity to do that when it's like starting out in such a way that, you know, you think that it's going to be that thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
No,
then,
you have to have something happen, and a lot of people don't. So that's why we're around a lot of those people. But
so it's like, oh, fuck, you have to suffer.
you have to suffer a little bit in order to have empathy, because otherwise, how do you know?
Yeah. It just sucks, because then it's like, you also want to, I don't even know why I bothered putting lipstick on my fucking face. Anyway, it's like...
Who's a pretty girl?
Not me. You got...
Not how I expected that to go. You got me there.
I'm so happy right now.
Who's a pretty girl? I don't know. Where the fuck is she?
Hey, here, sister. Keep looking. Fuck. Oh, this is fun. But that's why even like with this, like I'm glad that we got to reconnect.
Yeah.
It's nice to be able to talk to you like this, but it's like even the whole thing of like, oh, I don't want to bother you. Just even the act of putting yourself out there is so exhausting, because it's like, well, how is it going to be met? What connotations come with it? Like, you know, do I have to be someone else, you know, to interact with you, or is it, you know? And I don't want to have to like play this game of pretending around people.
No.
And it's like
It's really tiring.
Yeah. And I don't know, I like my house.
Yeah.
And I think I don't know, it's kind of been fun, because I feel like I've been closed up in here for so long that then having people over who I actually enjoy the company of, and being like, oh, come here to this new little space that's not shit anymore. And like talk to me, because I haven't seen you in forever, because I like disappeared.
Well, I'm easy. I don't like my house, so I'll come to your house anytime.
Perfect.
So anyone I hang out with, I go to their house.
Hell yeah. I'm down. Will you play Xbox with me?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
You'll have to teach me the buttons, and
That's
then I'll be
all right.
good.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, if you can just teach me the buttons, then yeah. We're in.
Let's do it.
I've played Halo before.
Yes. That's
It's
like
been a
one of
long time, but I'm down.
We play it all the time. I love it so much. It's fun. And I sucked so much, but it's really fun playing a video game and being like, oh, it's just a game.
Yeah. It's okay if you suck. Have fun.
Have you ever played with people who are just like, you're like, I can't play with you because I can't even learn how to be good because there's just so much yelling that's going on right now. Like, it's not, that's why, like, forever I played video games, but, like, only solo stuff, like, by myself, or, like,
I like solo stuff.
basic type games that I'm like, I can do this one thing.
I like to go through things really slowly and make sure I see every single thing in it. So, like, I'm always clicking on everything and seeing if there's anything hidden anywhere.
Do that with Borderlands.
Yeah, and so Borderlands made me, like, motion sick almost. I want to try playing that again.
I've been having so much fun with it.
Maybe it was because I was playing alone. Some games I feel like I have to play with other people. Like I think Borderlands I would want to play with other people. Or like Left 4 Dead is really fun.
Oh,
the
yeah,
zombie
I remember that.
So many sleepovers when I was a kid where we would play Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2 and just scream at the television, just like, run, go, go, go.
That sounds like fun.
Why'd you tell me to go over here? Fuck you. Like, and then just cuddling at night because we were like, zombies aren't real, right?
Yeah, no, of course not.
We're safe.
The game, I remember I played Halo with my brother a lot, but fuck, what was that game? It was played it like family style all the time, like Fusion Frenzy or some shit. It was on the Xbox. Maybe any of you have heard of it. Maybe not. I'm a fucking relic, but it was like Coliseum type games where it's like there's different matches in each level, so it was 4-player. And I was just thinking, like, because I played it when I was back in Michigan with my family, and I was like, oh, like there's not a lot of, like, unless you're online, there's not a lot of stuff except like Nintendo that's good for like couch sitting with a bunch of people.
Yeah,
but, like,
Nintendo is really good for that.
We should do some Mario Kart.
That'd be really great. I'm not good at that yet, so I would like to practice.
Let's do it.
I when I would go to Florida and stay with my agent while I was shooting out there, we would play like Mario Kart and like Smash Bros, and I was never good at any of it, but it was fun, and there was a lot of yelling.
Yeah, you can come over and play.
I like the yelling.
For sure. Totally can.
Yay!
We can just smoke weed and play video games.
Do you know Brock Cooper here in town?
Mm-mm.
He's a porn guy and a cam guy. Super nice, and he was asking about playing video games. So I need to start reaching out to people about playing video games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun to have people to do stuff with.
I think you
even remotely, even if you get to be in your own house.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, gamer tag.
Yeah, my ex and I play that Conan game together, and we do couch co-op, but on different. So I hook my laptop up to one TV, and he hooks up his computer to the other TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I use the controller, and he uses the keyboard. Are you more controller or keyboard?
More controller.
Yeah. Me too.
Cause like I used to play on the desktop more, but I don't know. None of the games that I play now, I can't play on a console, and I like the Nintendo Switch a lot.
Yeah, the last computer game I played was StarCraft 2. Like, Heart of the Swarm was the best one, with Kerrigan and all the little Zerglings and stuff. Yeah, I really liked that game, but that was the last PC game I played, so that's been forever. What was your last PC game?
Fuck.
Don't worry, it's not a test.
No, I just don't even remember.
Yeah.
I feel like there was this big time period also where I didn't really play video games. It's like I said that I did. And it's like I wanted to, but I watched somebody else play video games. And, you know, so it's like I knew about video games, but it was also like...
It's fucked up.
It's something that's like... It's like I said about the video game not feeling like a game, because it's just like... Why can't you fucking do this? I'm like, because I don't know what I'm doing yet. And then you just get too frustrated. You never want to figure it out. So it's like, no, I don't want to fucking play video games with you. It's exhausting. Yeah. So I would play like, you know, the solo type stuff that I like to play, like the RPG type stuff. And like I played exhausted many hours into Skyrim. Many.
I feel like if I had tried that one, I would have liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
I think you'd probably like that violent Conan game I was telling you about.
Probably. One of the problems too now is that as much as I love like the big sprawling RPG games, I just feel like with those I like to sit down and just exhaust so much time into and just do it, like binge it. But then I don't have the time for that anymore. And then as soon as I'm not doing it anymore, I find it hard to go back to. So I like the games that I can kind of just like pick
casually.
up. Yeah.
Yeah. I get that. I have a couple.
There's no time.
I have a couple like that on my phone. That's what I use the mobile games for, and I use them very infrequently because now lately instead of that I've been reading. There's this app, Pocket Comics, and they've got a bunch of little, like.
Pocket comics.
Yeah, like manhwa is I guess what it's called, or it's like little short manga comics.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yeah, it's cute. They're all very romantic.
Aww.
Not all of them, I guess. I'm reading one about a serial killer, and then like 19 others that are like. Romances.
Well, you gotta have a little
variety.
You gotta have a little something in there. Was it people always? Was it that South Park episode with the murder porn?
I love murder porn. It's a.
Are you like true crime, or do you like the serial killer stuff, or like?
I like the true crime, so it's like a variety of stuff, and I listen to a variety of different like people. But yeah, I think my favorite is this one that's JCS Criminal Psychology, because they really do a deep dive on like the videos and stuff. I'm gonna get another one.
Yeah.
They do
You keep talking. You keep talking.
Thank you. You're so smart. He has a very soothing voice, which is really nice. I like to fall asleep to them. And it's super in-depth. They're like usually an hour or two long. And they'll look at the thank you.
You're welcome.
You're so sweet. That's such a satisfying sound.
Yes.
When you did like that, I tried to time it. I was just a little bit behind you. Because I was over here like...
Yeah, just waiting.
But you were first.
Satisfying to all of our audio listeners out there.
I thought you'd like that.
I don't don't know. That was amazing. I could never replicate that.
Neither could I. Wait. Let's see. See if you can. See if you can.
No. That's some WAP right there.
Macaroni in the pot.
That's a WAP.
That's some wet ass P word.
Punani.
Oh my god. I don't even know what we were talking about.
I don't either. I think the dogs are ready to come inside. So if you would like to plug yourself and tell everyone where they can find you.
You can find everything at alexcolexxx.com. So ALEXCOALXXX.com. That's it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have any final words to leave with our audience?
I had a really good time, and please tell her that you really liked this, no matter how you felt about it, so that she'll bring me back and we can do it again.
That sounds amazing.
Because, yeah, this was really fun.
Super fun. All right. Well, thank you guys for listening or watching. If you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Sorry.
Subscribe.
Thank you. It helps with the algorithms or like whatever. I don't know.
Leave any comment.
Leave any
just
comment.
say random words.
Yeah, just try to keep it like
Nice.
censorship appropriate, please. I try so hard to be good. Please don't fuck it up in the comments. Thank you. And I know that David is gonna maybe bleep that word. I don't know.
Oh,
I think we're actually past like the little 10-minute marker
bleeping.
point.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I've been hearing that after like that after marker. No, well, I know that we are now. So I don't think that for YouTube we have to bleep it anymore. So I don't know. All right. So thank you, and dear God, I am stoned. Bye.